everyone, welcome to today's reading or this week's reading, or welcome to another reading. This is going to be a reading on what cycle are you entering into. So it's going to have a bit of information on where you currently are now and then where you're headed to, and obviously this can always change. Only take what resonates with you. We do have free will, and tarot and oracle cards are a great way at exploring what paths are currently open to you and where you're currently headed. The future is not something that's always so fixed. Things do shift around and get tweaked and changed, and time frames can change. So again, this is just where you are right now and where you're currently headed to. If there's anything you don't like, you can change it, but I don't think you're gonna want to, because I'm already getting the best vibes from all of these cards. So these are the three piles that we have today. We have pile 1 with sun rays. This is an oracle deck that I drew up, my first one, and then we're also going to be using cards from another oracle deck that I drew, but just further into the reading, a different one. Pile number 2, you have yin and yang. And pile number 3, you have dreamland. Really take your time in this space to just tune in and take a deep breath and just gaze at all of the piles and which pile is, calling out to you. Which name, dreamland, yang, sun rays, which one's sticking out to you. And if there's not one sticking out really strong, then just take a few more minutes to get in touch with them. What colors do you like? If you were told, here's 3 cards in front of you, which one do you like the most, or which one would you pick up if you had to pick one up right now? Then that's probably your pile. You can pick more than one pile as well. You can pick all 3 piles, or you can pick 2 piles, or just 1 pile. It's literally whatever is calling to you and resonates with you. So I also wanted to say, if you live in the UK, because I only ship to the UK currently, I do crystal jewelry. This is a pearl bracelet that's not this exact one, but I have more of these up on my Depop. So if you're liking the pearl vibe, if you're liking the whole bracelets, then I'll leave them linked in my description below. And yeah, once you found your pile, head down to the description below as well, because I'm going to leave timestamps there with each of the piles, and you can click and go onto your reading now from there. So love and light, all of you, if you're watching this. And if you are watching this, this has found you for a reason. You have a beautiful message in this reading today from Spirit. So love and light, and I'll see you all when you pick your card. Hello pile 1, if you chose this sun rays card, then this is going to be your reading, and wow, I am already so excited, because straight away from this card we can see what cycle you're entering into is a phase where you are shining your light, you're shining your gifts, you're expressing yourself, you're feeling confident, and you have a lot of energy as well that's just wanting to burst out into creation. Okay, so this is like the happiest energy ever. Sun rays is beautiful because it's burning away old energies. It's burning away those things that we didn't need before. And this is such a beautiful card for what cycle you are entering into, because I have more of your cards out that I've pre-shuffled, but out of the ones of these, you have the Hive, which is all about home. It's like the hermit kind of vibe. And you also have Detour. And now what this is saying is that the cycle that you're entering into is of one of burning away this energy that you're in now. So right now you could be in a phase where you've taken a step back. Things might have been flowing for a while, and then it seems like things may feel like now like they're going a bit bumpy, and there's really some deep emotional things being brought up here. And what this is doing is that you guys are actually aligning yourself with abundance, with your manifestations, with your dreams. And this detour that you're in now was so important, because it's all about this card that we pulled down here as well. You have intention with the 4, which again is your home, your routine, your structure. Things with your routine and your everyday life could have been in a bit of a muddle, a bit of a mix, and it's because you've been going through some emotional healing. And for this phase that you're entering now, it's like, well, actually, let's backtrack because I need to try and put this in like an order because I'm getting it all at once. So where you are now, you're having some deep emotions brought up for you to clear out. This is to do with your heart chakra, and it's to open your heart chakra to release some heavier energies from the past or heavier energies that you're carrying emotionally, so that your heart chakra can be a clear channel and container to hold your intention at its most powerful, so that you can manifest and enter this new phase like very bright with a big bang. Like you see your sun rays are bursting out here, and it's just like you're aligning your heart chakra and clearing out old energies for this. So this detour could have felt like you're a bit off track, and like the bee here, this bee is flying home, and on the way home it starts to rain, and bees can't fly in the rain, which again with this rain is resembling your emotional release. It's you needing to take a break for a bit because you've been having a release of emotions, and Spirit saying you've been protected in this phase. Like you're on this detour for a reason. The sun is coming back out, but for now you're being protected here where you are. Like this leaf is his umbrella, and it's like Spirit is helping you through this phase. It was always divinely planned that you would take a step back around this period, or you have been, and so you can move into this next phase. We're always going through cycles, and like for you guys right now, it could have felt like you're more at the bottom of the wheel compared to the top, and you are moving it again back to the top, feeling on top of things, feeling at your flow state, feeling like you've got energy to put into tasks. But right now and like recently, that's just not maybe how you've been feeling. You've been feeling tired, you've been feeling drained because you are having this emotional healing come up. It's being released to create more room, as we said, in your heart chakra, for you to amplify your intention towards your goals, towards your dreams. So it's very easy in this energy, and I completely relate to you guys in Power 1. A lot of the time I think, you know, Power 1 energy I really connect with. I feel like these messages hit me as well, and that I need to hear them. And I've been at this stage right now as well, you guys, of taking a step back, and I feel like I'm slowly coming up out of it. And that's how you guys are as well. You've been needing to take a step back, a rest from the everyday routines. You've been needing to spend more time at home, spend more time when you're by yourself, in reflection, in you know, like when we get these thoughts come up and these heavy emotions, we need time to process them and deal with them. So it's like you've been given this detour so that you can sit back and like really feel and acknowledge the things that are coming up for you, because I feel like some of these things are from the past, and is a very deep emotional aspect. I might pull a card actually just for what it is that you're emotionally healing. You got the all-encompassing with the 4 of Wands on the bottom. So you've really been doing emotional strengthening. This feels like it's a release of some things and a strengthening of what already is there. So it's like you're clearing out the yucky stuff from your, say you're growing a flower, you're clearing out all of the weeds from your pot so that your soil can be nice and ready for your seed to be planted. That is what's going on right now. There's a deep healing again, emotionally wise. We can see this with your more feminine side, your, again, just your emotions. It's been a very encompassing energy. It could have felt like this is very much surrounding you, like this is it's kind of like when this energy came in for you, it kind of engulfed you up. Maybe it kind of had you feeling quite low and maybe quite isolated, or that you wanted to be more isolated because you have these bigger balls of energy coming in towards you that you've been feeling and processing, like we said, and having to work through and heal. This encompassing, it's all about healing, but also, again, this card is the Empress energy. So it's like you guys, very much divine feminine, intuitive. You're all very intuitive, but you've been going through this healing phase, this healing process with your emotions. So I didn't really tell us exactly what it is, but I'm not gonna dig deeper if we're not supposed to know. Just know that you've been doing emotional healing right now. So that, yeah, this could have affected your routine, this could have affected your home, or maybe it's that things in your home have been causing this, it's that maybe, I know what that's saying now. Your routine has been causing this detour, maybe making you feel drained, or that your structure or foundations to something have been causing this detour. There's needed to be a rearrangement. So you've been taking a step back to release some things to become the perfect container. You are currently ending a cycle right now, and this again speaks about the things that you're releasing, because this card is a vulture and it's a dead horse or a dead animal, and it's really interesting. And I love the perspective of this card because it's all about endings and how endings they can be seen as sad, and we can look at this carcass on the floor and be like, oh my god, that's awful, it's died. But then we can also look at it in a way that it's a rebirth, because now this vulture has food to eat and can survive off that, and you know, like that's what they need to survive. So it's like the end of one cycle to then fulfill another in a new form. And you guys are really repurposing a lot of your energy right now and transforming a lot of your energy when it comes to your perspectives as well. Your perspectives are shifting from things that have been going bad and wrong, because this is kind of Five of Cups energy as well, but very watery energy here with the Scorpio, and you're very much releasing. It's saying that you're very much near the end of this cycle, and it's come to create change. It's come to create change, and it has been a bit challenging. It's come to change your perspective from the things that haven't been going well and the things that haven't maybe materialized yet. And it's came to do that because when we do that and we're thinking like, this isn't working out, and like I thought this would have happened by now, but I still feel the same, it kind of makes you take a sit back and a review of your soul, like your core purpose and why you set out to do that in the first place. And it feels like your intention is being strengthened because of this setback that you've had, because of this time you've needed to take for yourself. It's really clearing things up. It's clearing away the fog so that you can be really clear with what you intend to manifest, and you're manifesting it from your heart. So you guys are all very powerful manifestors, because when you do manifest, it comes from an intention space of your heart chakra. And now when we do anything, any manifestation, any choice, any action that we have, I just saw 1010. You guys could be seeing 1010 a lot recently. But any choice that we have or anything like that, it comes from a place of intention. And that's what gives you your energy to make those actions. So if you get an idea, it's come from one of your chakras. And think about our chakras as pots of intention that we take energy to put into tasks. It's almost like having pots of money, and each pot of money comes from a different place. And then say you want to buy something, you take your money out of a certain pot from what you're intending. So it's like when we manifest out of our heart chakra, it's a very, very, very strong, intensive and intention energy, because of how powerful our heart chakra is. It's one of the most powerful chakras. And not only that, but because when you manifest with your higher 3 chakras, it is... I can't explain it all to you because I haven't had the full downloads, but from where I am at right now and my understanding, when you manifest from your higher 3 chakras, it is very powerful because you're doing it out of love. Your intentions come from a place of love and of healing. You are the Empress and the all-encompassing, and you really are deeply, deeply sensitive souls, but also very intuitive. And I feel like I just want to give you a big hug, because this time in your detour may have been very stressful and very just not a nice feeling, you know. It's not a nice feeling when you're in the detour, because we can't always see why we're in the detour, and it feels like we've backtracked when actually we are making progress. Even though you may not be doing loads of work per se at the minute, or loads of activities on your hobbies, maybe you haven't been doing that as much, but that's okay, because you're still making progress, because emotionally you are clearing out such a big energetic space that when you enter this phase of sun rays, you are going to be the perfect container for your manifestation. You are going to have so much confidence, because it feels like, as well, with some of these emotions that you're releasing, these are things that maybe have held you back. Some of the things that you're releasing are also with this 7 of feathers here, which is the 7 of swords. Some of the things that you're releasing is self-doubt. And you're being given this clarity, and it's gonna be like, because you've been having to go through these more intense emotions and these different feelings coming up, it's almost going to give you clarity on and make you realize the places where you mentally were sabotaging yourself in a way that you were saying, well, I don't have anything, I don't have this, I haven't achieved this, or, you know, just not by being where you want to be. But Spirit's giving you this key now, and I actually, for all of you guys, sense money or abundance coming in, because this intention card speaks about abundance, and it's about clearing out space from your heart to align with abundance and to hold that space in you. And it feels like you guys are really coming to a balancing where you are working on both sides, your shadow and light side. And it's like your light side's grown very big, very beautiful, and then you were popped into this other side which you hadn't grown so much, and you were like, whoa, what's going on? Because I'd spent so much time growing and healing everything, and it feels like everything's gone back a bit and regressed a bit, but it hasn't. You've been making progress still. It's just been a tricky thing because of how spiritually this is involved with you and your cycles, is that I feel like you guys are the type of people to be more spiritual. You are represented here as this llama, the seeker of fossils. Again, this is saying a couple of things. Things are moving very slowly at the minute. Maybe, you know, because you have taken this pause. But it's where you're supposed to be, because this llama card talks all about being an antennae for your intuition and being very receptive. All of you are very intuitively receptive when it comes to picking up information and taking stock of where you are and then where you want to move forward. You use your intuition to guide you, and you really listen and try and look out for the signs and follow your heart. And that's what you've been doing right now, is moving very slow, because this is the Knight, I want to say. This is the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles thinks about everything very deeply. They're very grounded, very earth energy, and very practical. So they like to have a clear plan of things before they move forward, and that's what you've been doing, is making a clear plan in your head of how to move forward, or not even like necessarily writing out a plan. It's just that in your head you've been needing to sort things out, get clear, so then you can move forward. So you're coming to the end of this cycle. All of this energy that we've been speaking about right now, by how you've been maybe feeling a bit more tired, a bit drained, and a bit like you're on a pause, or you're being held back a bit from moving onward, that's all ending. That's what your reading's about, is this sun rays, the cycle that you're coming into. This sun rays is burning away the clouds, and it's warming you up, it's drying your wings, and you're going to fly away with more strength. Because think about it, he's flying home, and when he was flying home, this is how Spirit's putting it, when he was flying home, or when you're flying towards your manifestations and goals that you're on now, it was becoming a bit tiring. And so Spirit forced you to take a break, to take a step back. And because of this, it's like it's annoying for the bee because they don't understand maybe why, and they're like, oh my god, this is so annoying, I have to wait for the rain to stop. But it's a blessing, because while you're waiting for the rain to stop, you're actually building strength. You're building emotional and physical strength because you're resting, so that when the rain does clear, when you go to fly home, you're actually flying home quicker than you would have been than if you stopped, because you hadn't had that time to rest. It's like, instead of flying all the way home in one go, or towards your goals in one go, which would have been for you when you got there very tiring, because you would have put so much energy into it, that maybe you wouldn't have been able to celebrate it as well, because you would have been feeling drained. So Spirit's broken up your journey towards your goal into parts for you to actually be able to sit back and have a rest, and then do the last leg, and it be you doing it filled with energy, filled with confidence, because I feel like that's something that's being brought back up in, and what you've been releasing is this kind of self-doubt and building up your confidence again, connecting to your intention and your heart chakra. So when you enter this new cycle that you're coming into, your routine is going to change. For some of you, even your home structure could change, you know what I mean, like your where you're living, or just the arrangement of how things are, do you know what I mean? So definite changes to your routine are coming. And I see you guys, even in this new cycle, spending more time making connections, spending more time connecting with other people of the like-minded souls, and making that Three of Cups kind of energy, or even Three of Pentacles energy. For some of you this is specific, but in this new phase that you're entering into, once you've got your energy back and everything, you're going to be very creative. You're going to have a lot of new ideas and energy to put into new things. This could even be collaborations for some of you guys with other people, or it could just be that you spend more time in and around groups of friends, or with friends, chatting and just being very free. Your mental space in this new cycle that you're coming into is very free. It's very flowing, and when you enter this new cycle, it's gonna be almost so perfect, because how you feel and what you want to do is just gonna flow into being so easily. Like, you wake up one morning, you're like, I kind of want to do this, and that's, you want to be productive in this new phase coming, do you know what I mean? And your feeling is what flows you into your flow state, is that you have the energy to want to put into new tasks, or even just tasks that you enjoyed doing before, and it's going to put you into this constant flow of like creation or doing. You also got journey, follow the yellow brick road, everything starts with a first step. So this is saying a couple of things to me. This is saying that some of you guys, the journey that you're on, this message is really to do with your work. It's to do with your projects, and that could have been what you're flying towards and what you've been powering your intention towards. So they've taken you for this step back to clear out your heart chakra, to hold more energy, to power that intention. This card is saying that if you have been on a journey, this has been a long one. You've been very patient, and you have been creating this. You've maybe set this up yourself. You've created this yourself. Or that it could be that this is a very long-term goal, a long-term plan. The projects that you're putting energy and effort into that are going to burst are things that you've been working at for a while, and you've been putting time into. You've been doing it step by step. You've been going up the steps one at a time. And this is also saying that if there's something new that you want to start, then just do it and go for it, because in this new phase your energy is going to be very enthusiastic and very like you have that extra room to do things that you don't necessarily need to do but you just want to do. You have that extra energy for doing those things in this new phase. And it's saying if you want to start a new thing, because I feel like a lot of you are going to get new ideas coming in because of how free you're feeling. If you want to start a new thing, a new project, a new idea, do it. Everything starts with a first step. Even if that thing seems far out of reach or seems like a long journey to get to, the longest journeys start with a first step. And normally we can put the end goal and all of the effort into that first step, and that's why it seems overwhelming, but it's not. The first step is literally the tiniest thing, and it's that this end goal that seems a lot to get to is like built upon through time by each step. It's not as big and intimidating as it might seem. So if you want to do something and you're thinking you don't have everything you need right now to do it, you might have everything you need to do it in the future, but to take that first step, you don't need them things yet. You just need to take that first initiative to move forward and start that thing you want to start. So you guys have got Trine as well, which says angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. You guys, I didn't even see that before. You are going to be in perfect flow coming into this new phase. You're coming, and it's well deserved, because you have been feeling drained, you've been feeling off track, and when you get back on track, oh my god, it's gonna be, I don't think you're going to be able to keep up with yourself. Like, you are going to be in such a flow because you're going to have so much energy, you're going to be so expressive, and things are going to come to you with ease. Your tasks are going to feel easy, whereas now, because you're going through this emotional side, tasks may feel like they're taking more energy than they used to do. So when you enter into this new phase of this sun rays, you're going to be feeling really in flow, like you can do your tasks with ease and that there's no resistance there. You are being supported so much by your angelic realm, your spiritual team, and it's creating harmony. You guys are being very much alchemist right now. You're transmuting certain energies from your heart chakra into space, into light, into love, so that you can hold more. And it's gonna just ripple out, you know. You're gonna be feeling like you have so much love and passion for where you are right now in your life, that you're gonna want to spread it to other people, whether that's giving other people compliments, messaging people, speaking to your family, maybe making more posts or sharing with the community. You're going to be wanting to do this because you physically, I love this so much, this is beautiful. You physically can't hold all of the energy and love that you will be feeling in this new phase to yourself. You have to put it into outlets. And that's why I feel like you guys, you're going to be feeling like you want to be productive because you need to release some of this energy. And it's not a releasing in a bad way. It's such a beautiful energy that you have so much of that you can share with others. You are going to be such a guiding light, which you already are. But coming into this new phase, you're going to be an amazing guiding light for so many people. People are going to feel inspired by your energy, and it's such a transformation and spin around because, and I'm so happy for you, because I know when we in these times of the detour and going through this emotional healing, it can feel so draining and so long, like, oh, why am I here now? And when is it ever going to end? But this is your confirmation that it is going to end, and how you used to feel but amplified is coming in for you. So when you used to feel very much at the top of the wheel and in flow and good about things, you're going to be feeling like that in this new phase again, but even better. So don't worry, you haven't lost anything. You haven't lost your energy. You haven't lost your intuition or anything like that. It's just that you've been in a deep metamorphosis and encompassing of healing. You've been encompassed by water. You've been encompassed by your emotions in a kind of, what is that, like a cocooning, you know what I mean, like a butterfly in a cocoon. And when you break out, you're going to be so strong because you've done the strengthening to be able to soar high after that. So this is a really lovely reading for you guys. You're all connecting to your heart chakras. Your intention is being fueled and powered. Keep confident about this. Keep confident that things are going to shift around and you're coming into a brand new phase of energy. That sun is burning away clouds. That sun is drying up rain. It is drying the leaves, and it's like this rain here that has come, you needed it to water your emotions, in a sense. The same as we need rain to water leaves and then the sun dries it away. We needed that emotional energy for a while for you to then lead on to this next phase with an even bigger bang. So that's where I'm going to leave it for you guys. You are all like incredibly gifted and powerful souls, and you've been going through a deep transformation which you are now at the end of. So if this resonated with you, feel free to leave a comment down below. I really feel you, pile ones, this week, like really feel you. So yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below, and well done. Don't feel like you're in the wrong place. You're exactly where you need to be right now. It's just been confusing because it's been unexpected. Like Spirit didn't give you this wrote down in a note. It's like you were flowing, and then bleh, and you feel like you've just come back down again. But you've come back down to then shoot up higher than you were flying before. So all good things, abundance is coming into you if that's what you've been manifesting. Your projects are going to be booming. You're going to be getting recognition as well from friends, and everyone that comes into contact with you when you're feeling this new energy again is going to be uplifted, is going to be inspired, and you're going to be feeling really warm. The people that you come into contact with, they're going to be feeling your energy as if it's a warm hug. You know when you stand outside in the summer and you can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin and it makes you feel like, oh, that feels so nice. That's how people are going to feel when they interact with you. Just by your comments, what you say, and just your presence in general is going to feel really warm and loving. So you're all beautiful souls, and yeah, I will see you all very soon, and I hope that this helped you in some way, and just know that you're entering a very new bright phase very soon. So love you all, and goodbye. Hello everyone, pile twos. If you picked this yin and yang card, then this is going to be your reading today. Now this yin and yang card is actually what cycle you're entering into, and I've got some other cards kind of saying about what cycle you're kind of in now, you know, like where are you kind of at now. So we've got yin and yang, we've got patience, this Capricorn energy, and we've got hope. This is one of my favorite cards, you guys. We've got hope. So we've also pulled you some tarot cards, which is the Nurturer of Fossils, which is the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Fox Seer of Branches, which is the Page of Wands. You have the Spider, Sacred Spinner. This is the wheel, okay? You could probably feel my vibes for this card in that. This is a big deal. The wheel is a big deal. You have Perspective with Neptune and Larry. Okay, I'm not gonna read that. And 22. And you have Aquarius with Originality, Philanthropy, and Progressive Imaginings. So there's a lot of every energies in here, to be honest with you, but there's a lot of air energy in the sense of thinking, and a lot of earth energy in the sense of planning, taking care of something, and taking action on something as well. Now I'm guessing this is to do with your work, and first of all, yeah, I'm gonna start with these cards first, sorry, because I get everything all at once. Okay, we're gonna put this into an order for you. So right now you are at this stage where you are having and being called to have patience, okay? I know it can be frustrating. It can be even more frustrating and harder to have patience when we don't have hope. When we have hope, and it's so funny that these came out together, because it's like having hope creates patience. Wow. This card's all about this bee who's filling up his honey pot, and he's only halfway there, and it's taken him a long time to get halfway there, you know. And it's also half full, half empty, in the whole sense of that, you know, the classic saying is the glass half full or half empty. Now this bee sometimes returns to his pot and thinks, wow, look at all of this honey I have collected up. That is amazing. Like, that is loads. I started with nothing and I've got halfway there already. But on other days he comes and he thinks, wow, I'm only halfway there. I still have a whole half of the jar to fill up. Am I going to be able to do that? It's taken me so long to fill it up halfway already. And then it's like, you can either... And it's so funny because this card talks all about this as well, this perspective. And then again, you have yin and yang with that two sides. And this is very much a balancing of your perspective. Your reading has a heavy message surrounding your perspective of something. So your perspective of where you are maybe, or where you are in your work, or to do with your passions, or something that you've been hoping for, that you've been putting effort in. You've been nurturing something. This could be a project, as we said, a work idea, or something in the physical realm that you have been very motivated to take action on. Like, very motivated. With this Seer of Branches, page of Wands. Pages of Wands have a lot of energy to put into things, but it's just that it needs some tampering with to clear up. And I know I'm sorry you guys, I always say everything out of love. I don't ever want anyone on my channel to think that I'm coming at them in any way, because the thing is, we all go through these things. Oh my god, I can't tell you how many times I have specifically been through this lesson, which I'm about to tell you. But this is a balancing as well of between the two sides. So right now you're nurturing something, you're helping it to grow, and this could be taking time. It's something that you're really having to put energy into, as we said, nurturing, caring for it, tending to it. Like a plant, you have to constantly go tend to it and tend to its needs, and you're the mother for this project. You are maybe the one who birthed this idea or this project into being, and it's like you're trying to get the ball rolling in it. Now Spirit's saying with this is that you need a balance. There needs to be a balance, and it's specifically, it's just crazy at how coordinated your whole pile is. Like, all of your cards echo the same message, and it's about this perspective, right? It's great to be imaginative, and like, you have so much energy and love, can I just say love, for the path that you are currently embarking upon. It's like, wow, it's only small, but it's got so much potential inside. Like, when this fox is looking at this branch, I think it's such a beautiful, delicate, gentle flame, but it has the potential to just burst into a raging fire. And it's like, you're looking at the potential and you want to just get there now. You want to get the ball rolling. But with some of your ideas, Spirit is saying that there needs to be a balance. With this Page of Branches energy, you could get some ideas that are very, wow, they are very out there, they're very passionate, but they need to be grounded. And sometimes you have thoughts on your ideas that are maybe too grounded, and it's like having a mix of both, having a mix. I'm actually just going to read you. I'm going to go get the book for this card, because what I'm trying to explain to you here, I feel like they explain it in this card better. And it's between these two energies you've got going on with the Page of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So, because the start of this is also really something I wanted to talk about as well, so I'm so glad. Right, okay, let's get into this. So I'm gonna hold this up for you. There are two kinds of being: having low vibe thoughts and letting your frequency join them, and having low vibe thoughts but shifting them to join your frequency. And it's all about your perspective. If you can shift your perspective, you can perceive and experience either a negative or positive influence. Much like the planet Neptune, which Neptune has very heavy energy on you right now. And when I flash back to other cards with Neptune, I feel like it's that really dreamy nature. And I feel like this is you this is you guys. Oh my god, it's all just clicked. The phase that you're entering into is you alchemizing your dreams into reality. It's like your out there dreams becoming a realistic plan and a realistic avenue for you to go down. So like things that you dream of are starting to manifest into seeds that can become what you dream of. Well, the things you dream of are becoming your reality over time. So much like this planet Neptune, it's how you balance out the illusions to reality, as Neptune represents a sense of incompletedness and imperfection. Neptune indicates a way of thinking with your non-mind, sinking deeper into your spiritual faith and trusting that it's okay not to have anything figured out, because life is so much more than you could ever imagine. If you allow your analytical mind to get too involved, you can create confusion. But if you allow your non-rational mind to take complete control, you can sit in a fantasy of disillusionment. Working with Larimar, it's the type of crystal that is, by the way, guys, that word. This beautiful blue crystal, which again is like emotions, throat chakra. You have a lot of blue energy, which again drew me at the start to head towards more it being your thought realm, and which again, it's all about your perspective, but your thought realm and that air energy of researching and everything like that. But yeah, sorry, let me carry on. So this crystal is considered a seeker harmonizer crystal, which means that its crystalline energy structure aligns naturally to the power of the human mind. Harnessing Larimir's energy can create balanced vibrations that shift your perspective from what is reality and what is not. It helps you ask how you are fooling yourself or looking at things in a way that is not helpful for your frequency and vibration. Your guidance is to meet up with a friend who challenges you in an opinion or opinions you are set on, and really listen to each other's perspectives. Be respectful and courteous, even if you disagree with what they have to say. Allow them to say their piece and state your own, because this can be an eye-opening experience. At the end of your conversation, you can sit still, have your own perspective on the topic. However, practicing the tolerance of others can show you an unbiased side to yourself, where you don't have to agree but simply understand the latter half. And your affirmation is, I create my own reality. So I hope that you guys get the same vibe that I'm picking up at after reading that your reading is all about your perspective, and it's about a alchemizing of the two sides of yourself. Your side that is very free-flowing and dreamy, and the side that maybe is more practical and is too realistic sometimes. Maybe you put yourself down a bit. Just with this energy of being too realistic, you put your dreams down because it's so hard, because your dreams are some of your dreams are so out there. They're so different. This is where this Aquarius energy is coming in. Some of your dreams are so out there in a way that not everyone wants to go down this path that you're going down. You are a free spirit is what I mean by this. With this Aquarius energy, you are stepping away from the crowd and taking a path less unwalked. You're standing in authenticity, and you have to stand in your authenticity in this journey, because it seems like one where you're having to take courage and do what is true to you and what you believe in. Like when it comes to your dreams, I feel like not everyone's going to see, like maybe support this, or not everyone's going to see it how you do. So you have to be the one to empower yourself. And sometimes this realistic mentality gets in the way. And then because it doesn't harmonize, it doesn't balance out with your really dreamy and intuitive side. Your really dreamy side has these big dreams and goals, and it's like them dreams and goals needs to be anchored and grounded into your reality. But when it comes to that stage to anchor your dreams and goals into reality, it's like they get sucked up a bit too deep, and you end up maybe talking yourself out of them, because when you put it into realistic terms, you can't do it because of this, or you can't do it because of that, or you don't feel ready to do it. So it's like, it's coming to a balance where you keep your dreams big, keep them there, keep your dreams big, because that's what you need. Spirit's saying to keep hope for this, that even though some days you go to your projects or what you're doing, and the thing that you're creating, sometimes you go to this and you see everything as being so far away, and being like there's a lot of effort or just a lot of things that are needed to happen in order to get it. But sometimes you go to your work and what you're building up, and you see all the progress that you've made. And it's about that, guys. It's about keeping that perspective of half full jar, keeping your perspective of the progress, and keeping those dreams reaching high, because this has the star card from tarot energy in it. You are being very divinely guided. Even with this wheel here, you're being very, very, very divinely guided by spirit. Whatever path that you are taking, whatever dreams that you're on, as I said, it's apart from the crowd, and you guys have star quality. You're supposed to be successful in an independent thing that you're supposed to be successful in whatever it is that is passionate for you and lights you up and makes you happy, no matter what that is, whether it's a normal 9-to-5 job, whether it's something you're doing on your own, whether it's a hobby. You are supposed to be really successful in this, and that's why spirit keeps saying to keep the hope. Keep your hope, keep your perspective there, and having hope creates this patience. And I feel like some of your hope has been lost because of this patience you've been having. You're waiting for something, you are waiting for something, and you have a lot of energy, as we said, to put into your goals, into your ideas, but it just feels like you're being held back a bit. And not held back, it just feels like maybe you are wanting yourself to move quicker than spirit has planned for you. Because again, when I have situations come out with the wheel, everything is divinely guided and planned, but we have free will. And when I see situations come out with the wheel, it's more that energy that you have to be patient, because things are out of your hands, like things are out of your control. They're down to universe, and they've planned the perfect time for things to happen. It's going to be such a rippling effect, and it's going to completely push you into a new phase. But right now you're waiting for these opportunities to open, you're waiting for the lights, you're waiting for this flower to bloom so that you can extract its essence and go back to your honeypot. So again, another message I'm getting through for you guys is that it's like you have all of this energy and effort to put into your tasks and your work, but when you go to do it, it's like they're not cooperating. And how are you supposed to fill up your honeypot if you can't get any nectar from the flower? It's like maybe that's why your hope is being lost, is because the thing that you're making or creating and on the path of making, maybe there's something important that you are waiting for that is making you feel like it's a necessity. It's a necessity, and it's making you lose hope, because how can you grow more of something if you don't have what it is that you need to grow it? How can you make more money if you don't have the money that you need to put into something? It's that vibe, and Spirit's saying don't lose the hope. Be patient, because this isn't something you're just creating. This is something Spirit's creating with you. You're being divinely guided, and things are out of your control right now. So things are out of your control right now. So your advice, I'm seeing advice would be, don't be too hard on yourself, and really pay close attention to your thoughts. I saw 1717 when I said that. Pay close attention to your thoughts and what they're telling you. I also forgot to even pull out, we have these cards. So you have morphing, and Oh my god, this morphing card literally says changing what is perceived. And in every single card in your reading, it's all saying about perspective and a change in perspective. And you guys are changing your circumstance by your perspective of your situation. So when you enter, and what the new cycle that you are entering is, because this is what you have been in, you are entering a phase of balance. You're entering a phase where, as this card says, no stress, things will happen exactly when they are supposed to. Do not take the burden of making things fall into place. And I just can't believe like how much all of your cards are just so beautifully aligned, because that's what we're saying with this. Don't stress about making things happen, making things fall into place, because they are already following a plan. Whatever you're doing right now, this is fated. This is something that you were always meant to go down and morph into. This is a part of your process you were always supposed to be in. And you are morphing into a new being. You're changing your mindset. Your mind is being sculpted into a different form right now. And I think it very much is to do with your perspective on your situation, on how capable you are of achieving your goals. But not only that, it's on yourself. And right now, before things really boom and kick off, I know it can be boring, but you're saying have patience. Spirit's been giving you smaller lessons to deal with, like, or not smaller lessons, but it's just that when we start something, you think that's the goal, right? I'm starting this project, I need to do this. But Spirit's kind of like, hold on, we have some other things for you that, even though they may seem unrelated, how this changes your mindset is going to really help you in your work too. So don't stress about things falling into place. For now, please focus on your mindset. Please focus on your thinking and your perspective, bringing them thoughts to meet your vibration, not meeting your thoughts at their vibration, especially the lower vibrational ones. You know, if you get doubt, if you get them thoughts coming in that, you know, maybe you've been worried, like, is this even gonna happen? Like, one day, should I even be hopeful that this could happen one day? Or should I just, you know what I mean? Like, please don't feel like that, because you've been specifically being guided to go inward right now. Focus on your mindset and creating a balance. You're in this like dabbling stage with this yin and yang, that you've been given new energies to work with. You're working on something new, and with this Queen of Pentacles energy, it's like you have to be the mother to this. It's like you're being the mother to this, and then when your child grows up, then you can let it roam free on its own. But for now, you're really like finding your feet in something. With this yin and yang, you're alchemizing and trying to find a balance, whether that's you trying to find a balance in a new routine, you trying to find a balance when it comes to working on this project, from you feeling burned out to you working. It's all about getting used to it and finding your perfect flow, finding how you like to live and be and do when it comes to this project. How much do you want to be working on it, and how much do you want to be resting? And Spirit's saying you may be having higher expectations for yourself right now, where you are wanting to, or it's not that you're having too high expectations, it's that you're physically, they're saying it's not quite the right time for things to be doing this. So they've blocked off what it is that you are building, so that you can focus on your mindset, because there's specifically, this flower is going to open exactly when you need it to open. What was I saying? Sorry, I've just got like whole brain blank there. The new phase that you're entering into is one of complete balance. So right now, if you're feeling unbalanced, like your brain is, I feel like you guys, your brain is very much in disagreement with you sometimes with this, feeling one way one day and then a different way the next day. And it's like your perspective, I feel, is constantly bouncing from good to bad, good to bad, good to bad. And it's like you're coming into a new phase where this balance is out. If you've been feeling that way, take if resonates. If you've been feeling like 1 minute or one day you feel quite optimistic and hopeful about where you are and what you're doing, and then the next day things seem to feel a bit more up in the air and a bit more less certain, this is a balancing out specifically of that energy. When you come into this new phase, you're going to be feeling very much on track again. Things are going to be having more movement coming towards you for them. Like things will be moving then. You may feel like things are not moving right now, or not much change is happening when it comes to this phase that you're in now, especially when it comes to your work and in your passions and things like that. And it's saying that things will move, things will fall into place, things will change, but not just yet. Please be patient and keep your hope. We haven't left you out in the cold. We haven't left you just and like, even though you feel like you just don't know anything, we haven't wanted you to feel that way. It's just that there are other things, because perspective is so important. And when you learn to alchemize this between your dreams and becoming a reality, there's going to be no stopping you whatsoever. Because right now, sometimes you're getting ideas and you can't, they're really beautiful, they're really great ideas. But when it comes to you actually, if you were to say tomorrow, just do that idea, it's like it becomes unrealistic to do. So there's becoming a balance between this in this new phase, and it's going to make you very powerful, because the ideas that you get coming into this next phase are going to have a new balance of perspective, and you're actually going to be able to carry them out. I wouldn't be surprised if you entered this new phase and you were taking action on new tasks, making new goals, and being a lot more productive, because you've come out of this stage and fully understood there needs to be a balance of both rest and both productivity. And this could be it for you as well. For some of you, is that you've really been having to find your balance when it comes to how you do something. When you're learning, when you're finding your feet in new energy, you have to suss it out first and find what it is that actually works for you and how you like doing something. So that's what you're in right now. And can I just say as well, you all have so much incredible potential within you, like incredible. And you're all very much authentic and old souls in a way that you think very deeply about things, and you're very in tune with your inner knowledge and guidance. And this is something that you will bring to people in the future very much. If you're not already, you're going to be pouring your knowledge and wisdom onto other people, either now or in the future. And this is why I say you have this star quality about you, because you are really going to be beautiful at uplifting others and inspiring others with your journey. And it's like you're learning some big lessons right now that are really fated for you. And again, we're saying, what new cycle are you entering? This is literally the sign of entering a new cycle. So whatever it is that you've having to be patient with, whatever it is right now that you've been feeling as if hasn't been moving as quick as you've wanted, this is clearing up and balancing out. This is having a refresh of energy. It's not going to feel like that anymore when you come into this new phase. It's actually going to be having movement that maybe enters you into this new phase. So right now you are just being molded into the perfect container, so that in the future, when you get all these amazing ideas, you can just create them like that. Like you've already done the alchemy, you can just create them like that. Sorry, I can't actually click. Anyway, yeah, you're creating something big and something beautiful, and it's all about that balance of perspective. Don't doubt yourself. Keep your hope. Just because things aren't moving as quickly as maybe you feel they should be, it doesn't mean that they won't ever happen. The dreams that you've set will always be there. No matter if you filled up this jar with honey a few months ago or a few years ago, and then you leave it for a while and then you come back and fill it up more, you're not starting again, you're still adding to what you've already done. So don't stress about time frames or anything like that. Keep your hope, because the dreams that you've set don't get forgotten when you start working on them or need to take a break, or there's some confusion or you're having to wait with something. They stay there. And they will open up and bud into this beautiful, beautiful flower. And whenever the next new moon is, and I know the next new moon is, or full moon actually, if you guys, either the next, either the next full moon, which I know is on the 1st of May, or whenever you're watching this, it's the timeless reading. So whenever the next full moon is for you, or the next new moon, I'd look out for that, because I feel like you're going to be getting some progression come to whatever this is, to move you into a more balance when it comes to this new moon or full moon, just because of this moon in here. But yeah, definitely you guys, don't lose hope when it comes to waiting for something. I know it's frustrating waiting around. Focus on what it is that Spirit's wanting you to look at right now in this waiting process. Again, your perspective, and like having that balance of maybe just looking through what dreams you have. And you know, we don't always need to know how things are going to become a reality, but taking the first step is going to be great, because I feel like for you guys as well, it's that some of your dreams, it's not that they're unrealistic at all, it's that sometimes you maybe talk yourself out of them by saying you need to be more realistic, or you need to do this or that. So it's saying that these things are there for you to hold, and always going to change when you have a change in perspective, because that changes everything, right? You're having a massive mental shift, okay? And yeah, I feel like that is all I'm going to say for you. But you guys are special. I meant to pull a charm out for pile 1, but I forgot. But I'm going to pull you guys a charm out in this reading. So for pile number 2, Spirit. Oh my god, you guys, I absolutely love this charm. I love this charm. So this is very much related to manifestations and to your goals, your dreams, and it's very much her sitting on this moon with the star in her back, and it's like these manifestations and these dreams, maybe you feel like some of them are hard to reach. Again, they're behind her. Or maybe you feel like even if you've missed some opportunities, but you're sat here thinking, and your reading again is bringing out this mental energy of thinking, contemplation and thinking about what it is that you love, what it is that you want to manifest, what is it that you want to create, and taking stock of that. I feel like this is a really much a reconnection to your dreams. Do you know what I feel like this is? I feel like in this new phase you're going into, I feel like you're going to it's so crazy how this happens, isn't it, sometimes? But mentally, this is full fact, getting so much shivers right now. Mentally, when you come into this new phase, it's like you are realigning with your dreams, and you have a very much stronger, clearer image in front of you of what your dreams are, because it's like you already know what your dreams are, right? But it's like they kind of are a bit murky, or maybe they need clarifying, or they need being brought to the foreground. You need to bring this star, your dreams, to in front of you. And again, that's a change in perspective. It's changing at where you're seeing something from. It's connecting to them. And in this energy I'm feeling for you is that you're going to be feeling really empowered and motivated, because you're clearing out self-doubt. You're clearing out the mental limitations that maybe block off some of these dreams into being. Do you know what I mean? Like some of these dreams, and just this is very much a mental shift for you guys. that's a good point actually, is that this new cycle that you're coming into, don't expect big material changes to happen. Your material world is going to feel like it's drastically changing, but it's not changing at all. Like there's not really much movement per se to things changing your physical world, but because things change in your mental realm, it's going to feel like to you that they've changed, if that makes sense. To other people looking at you, they're going to see you as still in the same position, still going at the same thing, but to you it's going to feel completely different because you're going to feel a lot more empowered. You're getting rid of this self-doubt. And with this yin and yang as well, it also talks about balance to both sides of perspective, okay? And this, oh my god, this is what you guys are doing as well, is you're balancing out your perspective in a way that you have the yin and yang. Now the yin perspective is very much free-flowing, it's very much abstract, it's intuitive, it's spiritual, it's emotional. I guess you could say that yin energy is your heart, and I guess you could say that yang energy is your head. You guys are balancing out your head and your heart when it comes to how you view your dreams, and it's being balanced out because you're having clarity brought to you that makes you see things in a different light. And I know I keep saying that, but I keep feeling it really deeply, like, because I can't tell you what this clarity is. It's hard, isn't it? But the way I'm feeling it is just like it really changes things for you guys. I hope you know that this really changes things for you. If there's anything that you've been feeling like it's not happening right now, or that you've been losing hope on, or that you've been having to wait and that you've been stressing because you're like, I don't know how this is all going to fall into place in time, and like you're feeling like your situation now is very much down to you, and that you're in like kind of free-for-all and you're the one calling the shots, when in reality that's not the case at all. Spirit's calling the shots, and Spirit has got a plan for you. Do not stress because you've not taken down this journey on your own. You're being supported. You're not walking this journey alone. You're walking it with Spirit and with yourself and with close ones around you. Was it you guys? Yeah, it was you. Sorry, sometimes I forget between the piles. You're the ones who said to meet up with a friend, and I feel like you guys, you have someone who maybe is not on like a similar path, but it's more that you have maybe a friend or relationship that likes to push you or challenge you, or that is on your level of understanding. So if you were to reach out and really just discuss a few things, ask them for their perspective. You don't have to agree with it. You don't even need to take it. But understanding it, like the card said, is going to do a lot. And I feel like you guys are waking up to some things that you don't really want to think like anymore. Especially, I know we keep saying this and coming back around to it. And I don't know where it's coming from because I'm not really getting... There's no cards that say it, but self-doubt. You guys are clearing out your self-doubt, and it changes everything because it just changes everything for you guys. You're gonna have so much more hope, and you're not gonna be feeling like you're aimlessly wandering around having to make things fall into place in certain times and stressing about it. You're gonna feel very much guided and in flow, and it just feels amazing. It feels like a big weight is lifting off your shoulders, and you're able to be more authentically in your path that you're on now. It's not that you like to hide it from anyone or anything, but it's like you may not feel very sure in yourself. Are you doing the right thing? Is this going to be successful? And so in this new phase that you're coming into with this balancing, you're going to be feeling very much empowered that you've made the right choices, you're on the right path, things are looking good, they're just taking time, and that everything is right. You didn't need to be doubtful. You didn't need to be doubtful, especially something about your throat chakra. You didn't need to be doubtful about voicing your passions, about voicing your choice that you chose this path, and that although it's not a path for everyone or that everyone wants to do, it resonates with your heart, and you are having a level up in confidence to stand in your authenticity in this path, because you're believing in this path more. This path is looking more hopeful to you now, and this allows you to fall more in love with your journey, because you're realizing in this new phase the things that you've been doubtful on, that you've been trying to get the ball rolling, they are rolling. It's just that they're rolling with you helping it, and soon they'll roll without you helping it. It's all in divine timing, but you're going to be believing in it more. It's not just going to be a little thing that you're like, I have this path, I have this option to go down and pursue, and I know I'd have to be very patient and I'd have to be hopeful with myself. But you have this choice because you have this path to go down, and it's seen as like maybe to some people more of a hobby or something, but to you guys, you're ready to fully authentically step into owning it as your full being, as this being the path for you, and it being, you know, that main thing that you want to focus on and put your energy into. So please don't lose hope in this journey. As we said, this is all, you're being specifically, as we said, blocked from spirit to put energy or something into this, because there's mental shifts happening right now, and it will change your circumstance. So love and light for you guys. Reconnect with those dreams. They're not too realistic. They never are. Realistic is a made-up word to sabotage us. Realism isn't actually real. It's just we've created it. We create the terms realistic. Realistic to someone could be walking out the house. Like, imagine this, one person, something so normal for them that happens every day, they walk outside, a dolphin swims up to them and it's like their friend. That's not a realistic dream for everyone, but to someone that happens to, that's very realistic. And do you know what I mean? It's like realistic's so made up, it's so subjective. So create your own realism, create what's realistic to you. And following your dreams is realistic, okay? As I said, realism is made up. What is reality, you know? So carry on pursuing your dreams. You have divine intervention coming into play very soon, where you're entering a new cycle, and you will feel completely different to how you feel now. No, there's not going to be massive physical changes. You will feel completely different towards your situation. You'll feel less stressed. You'll feel more optimistic. You'll be feeling full of hope and full of patience as well, and like you're going to be feeling really proud of the choices that you've made to get to this point. I'm really proud that you've chosen to stand in your authenticity and go down this path in the first place. So congratulations, you guys. What a lovely reading, and I will see you all very soon. Love and light. Hello, Pile Free. If you picked this Dreamland Oracle card, then this is going to be your reading, and wow. So this is a reading of what cycle you are stepping into, and sorry, it's really cracking me up because this, let me just explain this card to you. This card's energy is specifically your dream world. So before you go to bed at night and you're picturing your dream world, or you know, we all have a built up kind of idea in our heads of what our dream life would look like. I'm getting so much shivers since I picked up this card for you. It's crazy. We all have a kind of envision of what our dream life would look like, and this is what this card energy holds, is that world. It's that world that you've built up, in which that your dreams are alive in your imagination, you know. In your dream world, you are living this life, and you're living in this place, and you are doing this, and you're creating this, and it's like your just ideal dream version of your life and yourself, and it's very creative. And there's big manifestation energy in this card. And it's almost spirit saying as if the phase that or the new cycle you're walking into is your dream, is your manifestation, is this manifestation that you've dreamed up of. In your mind, you have actually created, all of you watching this, you've created a imaginings of the world in which you'd love to live in, or just whatever cycle this is, wherever place you're in now. you have imagined in how you want it to unfold next. And Spirit's saying this is what's happening, is that the phase that you're entering next, or the cycle you're entering next, is one that you've created. It's one that you've created from your manifestation, from your dreams. And your reading is very special because, wow, there's some deep stuff going on in this pile that this is talking about. And so you're walking into your dream, you're walking into a manifestation. This is like miracle energy. You're having a new beginning, and there's a lot of creative energy going around and on with you right now. You are manifesting out of love and your third eye, and you're very, very, very connected to your intuition, to the spirit realm, and to your dreams. And it just feels like you're one of them people that, like, you're always going to reach for your dreams. You're a very dreamy natured person. You know how much like watery energy is here. Some of you could be Cancers, or if you're not Cancer, you could have Cancer placements, or even if you don't have any Cancer in your chart, you could have water placements strongly in your chart. This is just really, really, really emphasizing the energy that you hold, which is very dreamy. And it's like oh my god, how do I even put this into words for you guys? You manifest your reality. You create your reality. And I know it's like we all create our reality. You specifically dream and imagine what you want, and that's what you're getting, you guys. You're a very nurturing person. You bring comfort to a lot of people. You bring this energy to people of home. You bring this energy to people of home where when they speak to you, it's like that same love they get off their mother, or like a very nurturing figure in their life. You make people feel very safe and very protected. I feel like this energy ripples out because you are very safe and you are very protected by your spiritual team. You're a very nurturing, very, very nurturing soul. You embody a lot of this quality, so you're very caring for those around you, and you have a lot of love to give out. You have so much love that it's just bursting out everywhere. It can't be contained to just you. It's bursting out to the people around you, and it's got so strong that it's actually creating your reality now. You're not just spreading love with others. Love is rippling out into your outer world too. So our outer world's always a reflection of our inner state, and for you guys, your inner state is becoming such a realm of love that it's only natural, and it's only Spirit saying it's only practical. Like, it has to change, and your environment has to shift into this being and space of love, because that's what your inside is now, and is shifting more into, is this space of love and your dreams and manifestation. So you guys, with this perfect card, it's very much like this idea that you stand out from the crowd, and that you guys could even embrace your differences. You are you know, maybe you're like more of the black sheep of your family, or just you haven't fitted in so well with society because you are such a dreamy, high vibrational spirit. I cannot explain. Okay, so it's like when everyone else is moving forward with their lives and very busy, and like they're always looking to get to a certain type of goal, you're the type of person to turn around and say, wait, I want to just appreciate the here and now for a second, because I'm not going to be here forever. And it's so beautiful, and you understand that you're always perfectly in the space and place that you need to be at that time. You guys have a really sweet energy. It's very kind. It's very childlike in a way that is not naive, is not immature, anything like that, but it's childlike in a sense of wonder, that your dreams and your manifestations and goals keep that innocent, pure energy of love and of dreaminess and wonder. And this is what helps you manifest so well. A big message coming through is this card, trust. And specifically, the message coming through is that you guys, you have needed to have more trust in entering this new cycle, because it's something that you've been creating for yourself. So you've been manifesting this, and you've had to trust that your manifestation will materialize. That's what this is saying. And it is, and it's growing, and it's evolving. It is evolving. And this is also saying to me, like, I can't get over the fact that how emphasized this is, that you guys are so connected. Oh, you're very connected with the moon cycles and the energy of the earth. You're connected of the energy of the earth, and this is a gift, okay? But it's saying that this trust, it's hard, isn't it? When you can't see the future, it's hard to trust that all will open out. It's kind of like, I got this picture in my head, like you're growing a pearl in a shell. And whilst you're growing that pearl, you can't open the shell, but you have to trust that the pearl is in there. And that when the shell is ready to open, when it's the right time for the shell to open and they decide they're ready, you have to trust that that pearl is going to be waiting in there for you when it opens up. But it's like you've been trusting blindly because you can't see how this new phase is entering, right? It's not in stone. You've had to trust that it's coming in. This whole cycle that you're in now has been building trust with you and the universe, with you, and you're trusting yourself that you can create and manifest your dreams and your desires. And I feel like at times it hasn't been so easy at all. I feel like with this trust and this Two of Feathers coming out, I feel like at times you have questioned things. You have been like, have I made the right decision? You've been put into energies of introspection and reflection at times. And it's kind of made you maybe doubtful at times. Is this really going to happen? Is this manifestation, like, is this going to materialize and be what is meant for me? And it's because you get thrown into this reflective energy, and it can be confusing, because then it's like, I feel like sometimes at points you may have felt like you've been getting mixed messages from the universe. And I feel like this manifestation and cycle that you're entering into now, like that you're going to be entering into, it's all come from a choice. It's all come from two paths that you could have taken, and you've flown away with one of them. And at points after you've made that decision, you've gone back to your first original seed that was planted for this manifestation, and you've gone back to it and thought, okay, did I go down the right path, you know? And Spirit's saying, yes, you did. You chose the perfect path. It's all materializing and it's all opening up for you. It couldn't be more clear for you guys that you are stepping into your dreams. As I said, this is miracle energy, very creative energy, and it's bursting out, and it's all come from you. You are an antennae for spiritual and intuitive guidance from the universe. It's so natural for you that even if you didn't consider yourself a spiritual person, you wouldn't know that you're so connected, because it's so normal for you. You naturally get intuitive guidance and thoughts, just as your own thoughts, you know? And you set these bubbles out there, and your seeds have been growing beautifully, and they're about to burst out. So you're having a reinvention, and this reinvention energy is very passionate. We've got the Aries down here. Very passionate, very full of love, and I actually drew this card as a key, and it's got a bee kind of as the decoration of the key. But that's not how I'm seeing it here for you guys. How I'm seeing it for you guys is that you are carrying a key, and you've been carrying this manifestation on with you, and at times it's been intense. Because, oh my god, don't get me started about Aries energies. I feel like Aries season is an intense season. This journey could have been very intense for you to hold on to this key, but you're carrying this key into the new phase, and you've managed to hold on to it, and it's all coming to materialization. So the stage that you're in right now is very much accepting your authentic self, very much accepting the place that you are, and acknowledging the moment and feeling like you're perfectly aligned, and trusting that you're perfectly aligned to enter this new phase. Oh, this is beautiful. Whatever, you are stepping into a new cycle that you've been expecting. You've been preparing yourself for, and it's a reinvention of everything. With this key, it's a reinvention of your surroundings, your life, your routine. It's a whole new world that you're walking into. You're opening a door with this key, and it's like it's the door to the key to your heart, and it fills up your whole world. How this is with this girl and her hair's coming up and out. Do you notice that at the start it's like it does take up some room, but then towards the end the whole card becomes this dream, becomes this manifestation, and it comes all from you. It's all come from you. You should be very, very proud. But you're having this reinvention energy. This means that right now, even before you enter this new stage, you've been given maybe this energy of curiosity and exploration, and you've been dabbling your feet and testing new waters, testing out new things, trying new projects, just trying out new things. You are reinventing your energy, you're reinventing yourself. This reinvention card's coming through very strongly and prominent for you right now, that right now you are in this phase of reinvention. So this is very much like a revamp, you know, like a transformation. It's turning your old self into a new self and reinventing how you're seen to the world, where you're going. Like, you're reinventing your whole life from your manifestations. Isn't that something? Oh my god, I was just about to say this when I picked up this card about this. Like, you've been carrying this key. It's been hard at times. It's been heavy to carry this key, but you have, and you've built resilience from carrying this. You've built strength up, and you've proved to the universe this resilience, and they're so proud, and they're so happy to give you this new cycle, because they fully, to the bottom of their heart, feel like you deserve it, and that you've been so resilient, and that you've put so much work towards it, that you're stepping out of your comfort zone to dabble and test new things, to step into new waters. You're stepping out of your comfort zone, and this is always also rewarded. It feels like you're this bucket chucking out high vibrational energy, and the universe is like, whoa, we're gonna have to give this all back to you. So they've planned up a perfect plan that's gonna be like almost a miracle, because of all this built up energy that you've put into working on yourself, making yourself feel authentic and confident to be your authentic self, and having the confidence to stand in your own power. Even if you're not going to be accepted by everyone, all you need to is accept yourself, and that's what you've come to realize. And you have this beautiful energy of self-love and manifesting your dreams. It won't come to a surprise to you guys that you got the Magician come out. This isn't a surprise at all. You are a master at manifestation. I got ripple of shivers through me then. But shivers are always my confirmation. If I say something and I get shivers, I know that I'm on the right track. And it's like, you guys are powerful manifestors, and maybe you get this confirmation from spirit as well. Maybe that's helped you to put trust in your journey, because you've been getting synchronicities and signs from the universe that this is the right path to go down. But again, it's hard to always trust it, isn't it? Because you don't know if you're just making it up or if it's actually a thing. And it's like, I feel that's that Two of Swords energy coming in again. And this Two of Swords energy is like, it's just we have to deal with it. Everyone goes through this, no matter what it is. Like, no matter how in tuned and aligned and intuitive you are, we're always going to doubt ourselves at times. Are we making this up? Are the messages clear? Sometimes I pull cards to get confirmation, and then I need confirmation on the confirmation. And it's that energy that is here for you guys, is that you've been getting confirmation, but then maybe your mind tricks you and you go into this weighing up of both sides again. Is it really this, or is it this? Because you're very wise, you're very old souls. You can very much see the bird's eye view of a situation. You're very good at weighing up two sides of things. This is so funny because this came out in last week's reading as well, for pile number 3. You are so good at weighing up the two sides of things that it creates paralysis for you sometimes. Or paralysis is a bit of a strong word. It creates some confusion because you can very much understand and see the reasoning to both sides. So then you think, well, what side is it gonna be? So you've had to build this trust. You've had to build resilience in trusting yourself, in trusting spirit. And what's crazy as well is, like, you guys, every single pile, like, the number on the cards that come out has been 4. I think it's with all of these cards. But anyway, you've got 3 and 1, which condenses down to 4. Oh my god, you guys. Sorry. I've just noticed, like, the card energies on this card is 1 and 3. 1 and 3. And so you hold this energy of creativity right now. You hold this energy of stepping into a new beginning. The cycle that you're entering, I don't like to put timelines on anything. But you guys, this is very much in flow. I don't see why this cycle would be hindered in any way, because you're creating it, you're manifesting it, and you're about to walk into it. And you've done everything you need to do to deserve and receive and claim these blessings. Oh, it's got a really high pitch in my ear then. Yeah, with this polar bear, this is the Seeker of Shells, which is the No, this is the Knight of Cups, okay? Which suits your energy so much. Oh my god, we got that Cancer energy being reflected in this card as well. You guys have a lot of water energy and air energy. You guys, you have big Aquarius energy in your pile and big water energy. You're very nurturing, very gentle, very intuitive. And how you move about and go through your cycles is with grace. You move through them at the pace in which you need to, with a understanding and deeper knowing about your situation. I feel like you guys can see things from a more higher perspective, and you are more connected to your intuitive side. And so it's still hard, but it's been easier for you guys to trust and keep that hope and faith to walk into your manifestation, because it's like in a level, you know, like, look at the way, I hope you get this energy too from this card. Look at the way that polar bear's looking at you. Excuse me. They're like, you already know, like, you already know a lot. You're very wise. You see beneath the surface to a lot of things. And with this Seeker of Shells energy, it's also very much intertwining with your reinvention energy. You have new emotions coming up that you want to express yourself with. You want to express to other people, or it's that more the way in which you choose to present yourself and express yourself and your emotions is being reinvented in a type of way. So it's like you have this burning desire to share your love, share your light, share your knowledge and understanding, but it's also coming with a very gentle and like, say for example, sometimes when we get ideas to do things. We get very much we can get over enthusiastic about it, and it can cause us to maybe do things a bit more rushed or jump into things without knowing the full of something. Whereas you guys, when you get an idea to do something, you're like, oh, I wonder where this could take me. And you won't do it until you feel perfectly aligned to do that thing, until you feel in the right energy to do it. You're not someone that pushes themselves to push through resistance. You understand that when resistance is there, it's there for a reason. So you've been walking through this journey with grace and with patience, and Spirit is so proud of that, especially because of that. You hold a lot of light, and I'm just seeing so many colors, but this polar bear specifically has a very orange energy on his fur, and he has all of this bright energy coming out. There's a lot of things to do with crystals up here that keep catching my attention for you guys. Something to do with crystals, working with crystals. This is so random. With crystals and working with crystals, spirits calling you to collect some crystals of your own, but not through buying them, through finding them yourself. So if you're ever near a river, I've actually been looking at this myself recently because I always collect stones, but if you're near a river or a beach or in a forest, or you go out for a walk, look on the ground. I feel like you guys are gonna find a crystal or a really significant stone, or like why they're saying this is because crystals are very powerful, yes, but I feel like when you find a crystal yourself and you connect to it, it's very much different because it's been kept in the earth, and you guys have a specific message of being connected with the earth and earth energies and the knowledge and wisdom that the earth holds. And I feel like for you, I keep getting shivers. You guys are insane, your pile. I love pile number 3. You're being called to go and collect some stones or try and find some crystals out and about on your walks or when you go out. I feel like something's going to come off that. It could be that it holds a lot of energy, that when you meditate with it, it gives you a lot of guidance, or even a shell that you find out somewhere. It's something about you finding something, and Spirit wants you to do this, or like you're going to do this anyway, because, you know, like if this happens, it's because you're so connected with the earth and the earth energies. They want to give you a piece to help connect you with that deeper and fuller, you know. Or maybe when you go out and you could do some reflection on a meditative walk, or even if you actually decide to fully meditate outside, a specific thing's coming up is that when you go and find a place to sit, look around you before you sit down and hold an item from around you, whether that's a rock, a shell, a leaf, a stick. Hold an item that's been grounded in that area, and when you hold it, see what messages you get, because I feel like the earth wants to speak to you. And that sounds really crazy, but all of you on this pile, you'll get it because you're spiritual beings anyway. The earth wants to speak to you and share its knowledge with you. And there's more to open up in this, a lot more than from what I'm just speaking about. But it's being hidden from you right now. There's still surprises to open up when you go into this new cycle. But you are entering a beautiful phase of entering your dreams. You've been preparing for it. You've been accepting yourself. You've been doing the mental work. You've been standing in your power. You've been making the right decisions. You've been setting your manifestations. You've been putting yourself out there, stepping out your comfort zone, trying new things, reinventing new ways of doing the same thing, or adding new things to your routine, to your projects, doing things in a newer way. You're having a reinvention of yourself, of your surroundings, and I don't think I could express it even more than saying you're walking into your dreams. You're walking into a made-up world that you've created, but it's in now your physical reality, if that makes sense. You have consciously manifested this. That's what the difference is, you guys. You have consciously manifested this new cycle. And how beautiful is that? You have consciously manifested it. You're so intuitive. You are so connected. And that trust, you know, that trust that you have is what's going to materialize this. Right now, a specifically strong message coming through is that to keep your trust, because what this situation is for you guys and how important it is specifically because you're the ones who have been creating this dreamland and manifestation. You need to be the ones to trust that it's going to happen because you've been the ones creating it in the first place. Obviously, Spirit's been helping you, but you've been creating this dream, and it's like you're the script writer of this. If you decide suddenly, or like if you feel that distrust coming in and that doubtful energy coming in, remind yourself you've already created your journey up until this point. It's only naturally going to carry on to unfold as long as you believe that it will. You've already, like, look at where you are right now. You created that, consciously manifested that. You consciously have been manifesting where you are and where you're headed towards. So all you need to do is have trust and believe that that vision of your dreams is going to happen, and it will happen. But as soon as we start to distrust it, it can create some resistance and even some blocks coming in, because as I said, you are the playwright to this. You're the main character. You're the one creating this, not anyone else. You're the one who's in charge. You set these manifestations. Trust that they will happen, okay? Trust that. And look out for synchronicities, because your spirit guides have been sending you loads. You get loads anyway. You're very intuitive, as I said. And you're basically where you're at now is this reinvention. And it feels like when you walk into your new phase, yes, you're still reinventing, but it feels like as if right now you're in this energy of, again, another message, perfectionism. You're in this energy of reinvention, and the things that you do, the new things that you try, the things that you're dabbling and finding your feet in, and in the new creative ventures and things like that, you're having to now deal with accepting them for how they are, not being too perfectionistic on your reinventions, and knowing like you can always do things again. And not only that, it's beautiful where they start, because then you can see in the future how they started to then where they came to be and grew into. And it's like Spirit saying, please, for some of you, don't be too perfectionistic on yourself, because you are in a reinvention. This is new energy. Don't expect everything you reinvent to come out perfect first time. Give it a couple of times, stay with it, and if you don't like it, move on to something else, because you have a lot of different things. I'm feeling like multiple different things going on, because you are the magician. You are the master at manifestation, and that means whatever you set out to create, whether that's you writing something, whether that's you changing your reality, whether that's you saying something to someone, you always manifest it into being, because you do it out of love and emotion, and you really put your heart and soul into things. And Spirit's saying people feel this energy. Be kind to yourself. Don't be too perfectionistic, because you were made to stand out. You weren't supposed to create things for them to align and be like everyone else's. They're supposed to be slightly different, you know, and you just have this beautiful creative energy to all of you. And it's like, yeah, right now you're reinventing, you're testing the waters, and when you step into your dreamland, some of these things that you've been reinventing may have settled down a bit more, may have been more discovered by then. But it doesn't mean this reinvention energy is going to stop. I feel like you have a lot still coming in for that, because of this polar bear looking at us all suspicious like you just wait and see, okay? You guys wait and see. You wait and see what happens, because what happens is what you've pictured to happen. Anyway, that is where you are now, is very much that energy, trying new things out, accepting yourself and seeing the beauty in everything and being in the here and now. And then you're stepping into a new phase to do with your dreams, and it's like this phase you're in now really ushers in the next one, because of how accepting you are for where you are and where you're headed. It just magnetically opens that door for you easier. Do you know what I mean? So yes, you're all born to stand out. You're all born to be intuitive and creative and authentic and empowering. And you're the type of people to bring a lot of knowledge and perspective to other people about things, especially when it comes to making decisions. You're the type of person, you know, always follow your heart. That's what you would say to people. I'm going to pull you a charm to end off this reading. And let's see. Beautiful. You guys, you got the sunflower. Now, this is just saying to me expression, a blossoming, an opening, a refreshing, a vibrancy. There's so much energy, and it's like a bursting out, as if all of the flowers are blooming in the summer or the spring. You know, you're becoming this beautiful sunflower. And it's been a long journey, because to be the sunflower that blooms so beautifully, you had to grow very tall. And in that space of growing tall, you've had to be... The thing is with plants is when they're growing, before they flower, they get blown around by the wind and tussled about, and that's what creates strength. That's what makes their stalks stronger. And especially, this is such an important... oh my god, guys, this message is channeled for you. This message is channeled for you, okay? So when you're growing a sunflower, and I know this because I did this once. When you're growing a sunflower, if you grow your sunflower too quickly, then the stem isn't strong enough to hold the actual flower on top. The same as if you grow a sunflower inside and it's not open to the wind, your sunflower will grow weaker because it's not being tussled about and strengthened in the process. You guys have been in a long journey, and you've been tussled about, and you've been thrown about back and forth and put through these things to create resilience, so that the flower that you grow can be bigger than you ever imagined. The Spirit didn't want you to grow quickly and then just have a little flower open up at the top. They wanted to grow a solid foundation and structure, so that when your flower opens, it can be bigger than you imagined, brighter, and it can last and have that longevity to it. It can have a structure that fully holds it for its glory. Its stem's not going to be flopping down and then concealing the sunflower head because of the stem's weak and it can't hold it up. No, you've grown a stem so strong that your sunflower is going to be reaching the sky. It's going to be standing tall, standing strong, and everyone's going to be able to see your petals shine, and your petals at their full vibrancy, because it's going to be on a foundation that can fully support it the most. And this is talking about material things, but it's also talking about your physical self. You've been growing your stem and you're about to blossom into your flower. So you needed that process of resilience. You needed that time, and you needed the pace at which things have unfolded to be a bit slower, because of how much weight is going to come out at the end. So know that. That's a good point, actually. I'm going to take that with me, just in my own bank of knowledge, that the slower a journey is, the bigger the flower is going to be. And that's so it can... The slower a journey is to make your stem stronger. And that's so it can hold the biggest, most beautiful flower that you deserve. Not just a little flower that we try to grow quick overnight. This is needed to be grown through time for you to flourish and blossom and be in that place that honors you. That's the thing, is your surroundings are changing to honor you. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna put you one more charm because I love your energy. Pardon me, sorry, I just burped. Love heart. Oh my god, this love heart always speaks to me about expansion, because I feel like this love heart's being presented to me as pizza dough. I know this is so random. This love heart's being presented to me as pizza dough, and Spirit's stretching it out. So you guys are having an expansion, and they are... this expansion is growing your capacity for how much love you can hold. As I said at the start, your love in your heart and your inner self is growing so strong. It's physically having to overflow into the rest of your life, because it cannot be contained just within your being anymore. So your love has been built up for so long, and it's become so big that it's just oozing out and taking over the rest of your life, your connections, your surroundings, your physical world, and everything like that. So it's like this love heart to me is like a pizza dough being shaped out, and we've just stretched out one side and the other side is about to be stretched out too. So it's like you're halfway there, you're almost about to step through this. The other side just needs to be stretched out a little bit more and come into place. So you're having a big expansion. So that is beautiful. I really enjoyed your reading today, guys. I really thoroughly enjoyed this pile's message. You're all magicians, and you're just whoa. Like I can't describe your energy. You are very special people. You're very special people, and you're very loving, and you're just beautiful, kind, gentle, wise, old, intuitive souls. So I will speak to you all very soon. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep that trust, keep that hope, because your dreams, your literal dreams, are about to unfold. Very quick message as well that we just didn't even touch on at all, but we should have, is that you've been getting much intuitive guidance from your dreams as well. Your spirit guides have been giving you messages in your dreams about your manifestations. Your dreams are helping you to manifest your next phase open up. And in this next phase opening up as well, I see you connecting more with your dreams and using your third eye to power your dreams. I also see you getting more visualization kind of vibes, like the visualization aspect of your third eye. What's it called? Clairvoyance. Do you know what I mean? I feel like things are opening up for you in many different ways, because you're having such a massive expansion, and because you have so much of this watery, divine, feminine energy that you embody. It's an expansion of love, and you're going to be overflowing with love. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you all very soon, you lovely light working rays of sunshine, of warmth. I love you all, and goodbye.